Here's our final results.
No, I mean, how can you be prepared for something like that?
It's the opinion of these experts
You seen enough?
that had this been an actual pandemic flu situation,
You picked the worst day to do this.
there's an 80% chance.
I'm afraid they're in terrible, terrible trouble.
Will you be ready? Welcome to another day on Earth. You can expect to hear the rumble of earthquakes, see the flashes of lightning, or hear the shriek of an angry wind. No need to worry. Nothing like that ever happens where you live. After all, you're protected by years of seeing it happen to someone else. But what if that wall of protection turned out to be all in your head? Would you panic and scream at the sky in disbelief? Or would you hold on to the gift you sent yourself yesterday? The gift of sanity. The gift of the plan. I'm Bill Nelson, and welcome to The Plan. This week we find ourselves in the place they call the home of heroes, Pueblo, Colorado, where 6 days ago we met the Hagen family. Sir, is your family prepared for a major disaster?
Well, I don't know. I mean, how can you be prepared for something like that? I mean...
That's the question, isn't it? You both said a moment ago that you didn't know how prepared you were for a major disaster. Would you like to find out how prepared you are?
Well, yeah, we would.
Yeah.
Okay. We told the Hagens we'd be back when they least expected it. They promised to act as though what we were presenting were actually happening and react as though it were real. Aside from the occasional severe cold winter or hailstorm, Pueblo, Colorado has been largely free from major catastrophe since the early 1900s. In about 5 minutes, that's all going to change for the Hagens. Today, they'll be faced with a catastrophe that no city can escape: the pandemic flu. Whether or not they survive will depend entirely on how well they prepare. Of course, this is only a test. No one's actually in any danger. To judge the Hagens as they respond to the pandemic flu, we've enlisted the help of some experts. This is Dr. Carrie Thompson. She's an expert at public health and disease control. And Colonel Max Shellbetter, U.S. Marine Corps, retired. He's a survival expert.
Bill, it's good that you've chosen pandemic flu for this exercise. All evidence tells us that the United States will be faced with a pan-flu virus that will claim lives in the immediate future. And in contrast with the seasonal flu virus, we will have no built-in immunity to it. And there will be virtually no chance of effective immunization in the early stages.
Carrie, you've been monitoring the Hagens. Do you think they're prepared?
No.
All right. Let's get started.
Oh, hi. This is Judy. Yes? Okay.
Attention. The following announcement is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. The U.S. Surgeon General, the Centers for Disease Control, your state and local health departments have issued the following pandemic flu warning. A new and more aggressive form of the flu, which may have originated in Canada, has moved extremely fast in a southward direction. The virus could cause widespread illness and may produce a mortality rate of up to 50% in healthy adults. At present, local officials have verified that Pueblo, El Paso, Fremont, Los Animas, and Huerfano counties have already been exposed to the virus.
Grandma?
The city and county of Pueblo
Hey, it's
will
Judy.
institute a mandatory curfew in
It's
24
Jude.
hours. If you live in Pueblo
Hey,
County, with the exception
are
of
you
essential
aware of
personnel,
all this stuff
including
that's
power
going-
supply and water plant
Yeah,
workers,
with the pandemic
you
flu?
must be inside your home within 24 hours
Are you
of this
feeling
broadcast.
okay?
I repeat, you and your family must
Okay.
be inside your
Do you
home
have your
within
insulin and
24
everything? You've got
hours.
enough?
This message will be repeated until new information
Okay.
is available.
All right, I love you. I'll talk to you later, all
The
right?
following announcement is not a test. I
Okay.
repeat, this is not a test.
Bye.
The U.S. Surgeon General, the Centers for Disease Control, your state and local health departments have issued the following pandemic flu warning. A new and more aggressive form of the flu, which
John,
may have originated
hey,
in Canada, has
it's
moved
Jude.
extremely fast in a southward direction.
The camera
virus
crew
could
is
cause
here.
widespread illness
Yeah,
and
they
may
came this
produce a
morning.
mortality rate of up to
I think this is our
50% in
preparedness
healthy adults.
test.
At present, local officials have verified that Pueblo
No,
has moved
yeah, I
extremely
called
fast in a
Chelsea
southward
School. There
direction.
was no answer.
The virus could
Look,
cause
I'm gonna go
widespread
pick her
illness
up. I just
and
need you
may
to come
produce a
home.
mortality rate of up to 50% in healthy adults.
What?
At present, local officials have verified that
I know,
Pueblo,
honey, I know.
El Paso,
I know this is
Fremont,
not a good
Los
time. I
Animas,
know, but
and
I'm not
Huerfano
gonna do this
counties
by
have already
myself.
been exposed to the virus. At this time, all citizens are asked to
I just
go home
need
and
you
stay
to
home
get
until
home,
further
okay?
notice. Do not.
I repeat, do not go to the health department or any other.
Other healthcare agency for treatment.
Okay.
The city and county
Okay.
of Pueblo will institute a mandatory
Thank
curfew
you.
in 24
Bye.
hours. If you live in Pueblo County, with the exception of essential personnel, including power supply and water plant workers.
All right. Okay, I'm supposed to read this out loud. John, today is the day we warned you about. No matter what you see on the way home, these pictures represent reality for you today. It says I'm supposed to describe the pictures here. Okay, one picture is a grocery store with a bunch of people outside of it. The other picture's, I guess it's the inside of the grocery store. There's a bunch of empty shelves and just a couple people. And the last picture looks like, I guess, a hospital with a bunch of sick people inside of it. Some people standing around. All right, P.S. You're not allowed to use your credit or debit cards. It's cash or barter from here on out. Good luck. All right, well, I guess that's what we'll do then.
Where is everybody?
Hi, Mom.
Hey, babe. What are you doing in here? What's this shirt?
They made me wear it.
Okay, let's go.
What do you see?
A grocery store.
No. You see 500 people trying to get into a grocery store with nearly empty shelves and a manager desperately trying to get home to his family.
All right, that's how it's gonna be.
Okay, babe, go on upstairs and take a shower and get your jammies on, okay?
You have reached the office of Dr. Morris. Due to the pandemic flu outbreak, we are unable to accept patients at this time. If you are experiencing flu-like symptoms, wash your hands frequently with soap and water. Cover your nose and mouth when you cough or sneeze. Get lots of rest, drink plenty of fluids, and avoid crowds by staying home.
There are some excellent resources available to her there.
John, did you go to the store?
Yeah, I went to the store.
You weren't supposed to go to the store. It said on the radio we're not supposed to go to the store because
If they each had a task to do, if they were following the checklist, if they knew the things that they needed, they wouldn't be fighting so much. They could work together right now, and it could boost their morale. It would really make a difference.
You called me up at work and you said, come home real quick, put down all my projects, so that's what I did.
This isn't food.
Well, that's what they had. It's a convenience store, honey. I mean, I couldn't go to the regular store. They said there was a riot there and we couldn't get in, so I went over to the other convenience store and I got us this.
Like, how long is this gonna last us? They didn't have any canned stuff that maybe we could put away or something?
Well, I don't know. I just got some stuff for us to eat. Look, I got something to drink. I got some crackers. I got some peanuts.
You know, if we had food storage, this wouldn't even be an issue.
Yeah, well, we don't have food store, do we? Peanut?
Hi, I'm Kayla. I go to school with Chelsea, and my mom didn't pick me up today from school. Anyways, I walked here, and I don't feel very good. Can I use your phone? Please, I'm so sick, and I just want to go home.
Chelsea, go get on the couch, honey.
Kayla, hang on here just a second, would you please? Thanks.
John, we can't just shut her out.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do here. I mean, she's obviously made up to be sick.
Well, so is Chelsea.
Really?
Yeah, go look at her t-shirt. Hey, Kayla, come on in, honey. Oh. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and just stand right here in the entryway, okay? Okay.
What did you let her in for?
I couldn't just leave her out there. I'm just gonna get her number and call her mom. Honey, what's your number?
555-0191.
Answering machine. Oh my!
No, wait, don't touch her, don't touch her.
We can't just leave her on the
Yeah,
floor.
I know that. Let's just stop and think about this a minute. I mean, she's still breathing, so,
There has to be some way we can move her.
Well, where are we gonna move her to?
We have to isolate her. She's contagious.
Well,
and Chelsea's already sick. Chelsea, please, go lay down on the couch. Better yet, go to your room. Remember, you have a bad fever.
All right. We can put her in the guest room, but we just can't touch her. And don't let her breathe on you. Well, at least she's breathing.
I'm gonna go on the internet some more and see what we should be doing.
Max, Carrie, how's it going?
Well, Bill, things are looking bleak for the Hagen family, especially little Chelsea. But Judy made one good move here, going on the internet. There are some excellent resources available to her there.
Carrie, any thoughts?
This is sad.
Things are going to get even more complicated tonight when I turn off the water.
All right. I figured out some stuff off of the internet. We need to find our walkie-talkies and make sure the batteries are good. We need to discuss rendezvous points just in case we get separated.
We're not gonna get separated. It's not like we're gonna go anywhere, honey.
Well, I went on the county health department site and they've got all this good stuff about, you know, home quarantines. Like, we're supposed to wash our hands a lot, and it's okay to go outside. We're just not supposed to come in contact with other people. And crowds are no good. Are you listening to me?
What? Yeah. The crowd's not good. Don't get separated. It's not like we're gonna be walking the dog or anything.
Scooby.
What?
I dropped Scooby off at the groomer this morning, and I was supposed to pick him up at 4 o'clock.
He's probably gonna be fine. I mean, Scooby's fat enough, he's gonna outlive all of us as it is. We don't have a lot of extra dog food anyway. I'm gonna go shoot some baskets.
Oh, check on Chelsea's friend and see if her t-shirt's changed.
All right.
Hey, John.
Hey.
How's it going in there?
You know, I don't know what I'm doing in there, so I thought since I don't know what I'm doing, I'll come out here and shoot some baskets while I don't know what I'm doing.
I see. Hey, what was that?
What?
It sounded like a popping sound.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, yeah, I know what it was your ankle.
Oh.
The pain must be excruciating. You need to sit down.
Look,
You sit down.
this was about the flu, not...
And no more shooting baskets. Look, you can't put any weight on this ankle. We're watching.
I've got to be kidding me. Honey, we got a new wrinkle. I broke my ankle. I mean, not really, that's just what they said, but I can't put any weight on it.
Did they say it was broken?
Yes.
What are you supposed to do now?
Well, I don't know.
That's a familiar phrase today.
We got a first aid kit. Where's Chelsea?
She's still asleep on the couch.
You know, if she really had a temperature of 103, we'd be freaking out right now. I mean, aren't we supposed to do something? Put her in a bath of cold water or something?
No. Let's just pretend like we gave her an ibuprofen.
And have we got any ibuprofen? Lovely.
Great. There's no water. What does the pandemic flu have to do with water?
No. They told us to be ready for anything. It's maybe something happened with the water, and of course they can't fix it because the utility workers have got the flu too. I don't know.
Do we have any water storage?
Yeah. Actually, we got some bottles downstairs, and I got, couple 2-3 gallons out in the garage. You want me to go get them?
No, you're gimpy.
No, I gotta go get them. That's where the first aid kit is, out in the truck. Maybe I can rig up a splint or something.
You know, most people don't have any water stored at all.
Carrie?
I don't understand why they haven't turned the radio back on again. Judy's drinking a soda. That high sodium content is just going to make her even more thirsty. She went to the internet today and she found some checklists. They could have really helped the family out right now if they had all of the information on those checklists that they need. Each family member could be assigned a task, they could be working together, and they'd know what they'd really need. But without a plan, I'm afraid they're in terrible, terrible trouble.
It says here the pandemic flu is different than the regular seasonal flu, and that our bodies literally have no immunity to it. And there won't be a vaccine available right away.
What?
John, can you come up here, please?
What's wrong?
Just come up here.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
I don't know CPR.
Well, I mean, they offered the class at the church, but it's not like I took it.
John, this is really bad.
Well, you know, even if we knew CPR, it's not like we want to breathe in the mouth of this contagious little girl, do we?
We have to do something.
Yeah, well...
God, power.
All right, there's a flashlight in the nightstand. I'll go get it. You stay here.
No!
Bingo. Perhaps we should have checked the batteries, honey.
It doesn't work. I bought batteries. They're downstairs.
Aren't there candles in the hall closet?
Batteries I got today. These are C's.
Hello. Well, the judges think you've had enough. The test is officially over. Your phone works, your water's been turned back on. You folks get some sleep. We'll be back in the morning with the judges' results. John, Judy, thank you very much for taking part in our exercise. We know that some of the mistakes you made will be invaluable for our viewers. This is Colonel Max Shellbetter, and this is Dr. Carrie Thompson. They're both experts at pandemic flu and disease control and survival techniques. They've been evaluating your performance, and they're now prepared to give their results. Max.
Mr. and Mrs. Hagen, thank you very much for a fine effort. Now, I know you're disappointed as to how the scenario played out, but I want to assure you that you are representative of most Americans. Sadly, most Americans would not be prepared for a situation such as this. I was really pleased that you had water ready. Most people don't think of that. But you must have at least a gallon per person per day. Also, the foodstuffs. You need to have dried food and canned food. You cannot be relying on refrigeration or cooking. And you want to focus on food that's high in protein and complex carbohydrates. Stay away from the sodium and the sugar. That's going to cause you more trouble. Grandma's diabetes brought up an interesting issue. In any kind of chronic maintenance health situation like this, you must have plenty of supplies ready at all times. People often go through a cycle of letting it run down and then refilling. Don't run out. Now, I'd like both of you to take a basic first aid class and a basic CPR class. You can get this by calling your local chapter of the American Red Cross, and this is something that every household should know. And I want you to be connected. Do not be isolated. You've got to be part of a community. Now, that community could be through a religious institution, your church, or your temple. It could also be through a civic group or other service organization. But the point is that you are part of a network, that you have people that know about you, that you can rely on, that you can work with. Get informed, because what you don't know can kill you.
First of all, you need to understand that you're a family. You have to work together as a team. The most important thing is to be prepared. You need to have a first aid kit, and you need to know how to use it. Now, you went to the internet, you found some checklists. Go through your list, develop it, come up with a plan. You'll need personal hygiene items, plenty of soap and cleansing agents. You'll have to have prescription medications, pain reliever medications, and have a good supply on hand. And the other things that you might not be thinking about are things like toilet paper and paper products, plastic utensils. You'll also want to make sure that you have things to keep yourselves entertained, some family games, some reading materials. You cannot rely on electricity, so you'll need to have a manual can opener. And please don't forget batteries. And don't forget about your pets. Don't you wish you had this information before?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, it's available, and you can have it now. You can go to your local health department, and I suggest you do that. So, here's our final results.
Thank you, Doctor. Mr. and Mrs. Hagen, it's the opinion of these experts that had this been an actual pandemic flu situation like the one described in the radio broadcast, there's an 80% chance that at least one of you would have perished. Thank you for taking part in our exercise.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to do those things you talked about. We want to be ready next time there's a test.
John, I guarantee you, the next time it'll be the real thing. Will you be ready? Mrs. Russell, there's a tornado a mile wide headed your way. It's going to be in your front yard in 5 minutes. Good luck.